Today, we have a mission to explore a structured summary of Ramit Sethi's 2009 personal finance book.
Right. The book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich.
Yeah, that's the one. If you've ever felt paralyzed by money management, our goal today is to discover how you can achieve a rich life without relying on extreme budgets or endless deprivation.
Or needing to be a Wall Street financial genius, quite frankly.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this.
Well, it really starts with a psychological shift. The core philosophy here is that money is a tool to be wielded, not a stressor to fear. The text introduces this concept called the 85% solution.
The 85% solution.
Yeah. Often people just freeze up because they are terrified of making a suboptimal choice.
Yeah.
They suffer from analysis paralysis, trying to squeeze out an extra 0.5% on a savings rate.
Or finding the perfect credit card point system.
Right, exactly.
Oh, guilty as charged. I have definitely spent way too many hours reading point optimization blogs.
I mean, most of us have. But the author argues that taking action and getting things 85% right today is significantly better than doing absolutely nothing while waiting to formulate a flawless strategy.
Because taking that first imperfect step yields higher net wealth over time simply because you are finally in the game.
That's it.
Here is where it gets really interesting, though. The text flips the script on what we typically hear about saving money. It introduces conscious spending.
Yes, this is a huge shift.
The book advocates spending extravagantly on the things you love, provided you cut mercilessly on the things you don't.
So if you love artisan coffee...
Buy the expensive daily latte without a second thought.
Right. But only if you ruthlessly eliminate expenses that don't actually bring you joy.
Say that premium cable package.
Or the gym membership you haven't used since 2019. It highlights the absurdity of agonizing over a $3 coffee while ignoring thousands, draining away in unnecessary recurring fees. What's fascinating here is how he replaces that dreaded spreadsheet budget with a straightforward system of buckets.
Buckets instead of tracking every single transaction.
Exactly. You divide your income into categories: fixed costs, savings, investments, and crucially, a dedicated bucket for guilt-free spending.
But hold on, doesn't telling people to spend extravagantly on lattes and luxuries contradict the whole idea of saving for the future?
You would think so.
How do we keep from slipping back into bad habits when the credit card bill arrives?
That is exactly why the guilt-free bucket has a hard limit based on your overall income. It ensures you enjoy your present life, but the structure acts as a financial guardrail.
So if we are throwing away the traditional line item budget, what does the source suggest we actually do on a day-to-day basis to make these buckets function?
The book outlines a practical 6-week plan. Step 1 is fixing the foundation. You need to stop bleeding cash on insidious bank fees.
Got it.
You do that by securing a no-fee checking account and a high-yield savings account. From there, you use credit cards to rack up rewards, ensuring you pay the balance in full every single month to build credit without paying a dime in interest.
And once those accounts are set up, we get to the secret sauce: automation.
Spot on. You set up automatic transfers between those accounts so that your bills, your savings, and your investments just happen invisibly in the background.
It totally removes human procrastination.
Completely. You don't have to remember to save. The system just does it for you.
Taking the human element out of the equation makes so much sense. We all know picking individual hot stocks is a fool's errand.
Very true.
But this framework takes that a step further by automating the entire investing process.
Precisely. Instead of betting on individual horses, an index fund lets you buy the whole racetrack. The source advocates using low-cost, diversified index funds. By starting early and automating those contributions, you harness the immense power of compound interest.
There is also a major push here to look at the other side of the ledger. You can only cut your expenses so far before you hit bone.
Right, which is why the author emphasizes increasing your income. Whether it is confidently negotiating your salary at your current job,
or launching a side hustle to freelance. Actively boosting your earnings is just as vital as managing your spending.
absolutely.
So what does this all mean for you listening? The biggest takeaway from our deep dive today is that lasting financial success is not about white-knuckling your way through extreme deprivation.
No, it is about building smart systems.
By automating your habits, you get to enjoy your life and spend purposefully without the constant nagging guilt.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it comes down to honoring human behavior. You overcome fear and confusion by building robust financial habits by design, not through punishment. You create a machine that works for you, freeing up your mental energy.
Which brings us to our final thought for the day. Think about your own habits. If you took an hour today to completely automate all your sensible financial habits, what is the one extravagant luxury you would finally allow yourself to enjoy completely guilt-free tomorrow?